The Nintendo Switch 2, new Nintendo Switch, or whatever they plan on calling it is inevitable for next year, straight from the horse's mouth. We've been using this thing for the past 7 years, and although I think it's great, we could really use something new. There's more fake and ridiculous rumors surfacing each and every day, from some of the silliest looking consoles ever to just really dumb and implausible ideas. I heard one rumor that the next console was going to have a keyboard and act like a Chromebook, which is still one of the dumbest things I've heard in my adult life, and I watched the debate.
That's the biggest lie. He's a 6 handicap of all.
I was an 8 handicap.
Yeah.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people.
I don't even think it needs a ton new. I think the idea of the Switch is something they'll probably never go back from, maybe ever. Converging home consoles and portable into one unit, and for the most part retaining that level of home quality, it's almost the new standard. But there are things you can definitely improve about it, most importantly these two tumors. I can't name a single person who genuinely prefers the Joy-Con to literally any other controller. They have so many issues, and it's probably the easiest way to physically improve this console. I read somewhere on X the Everything app that there were rumors about magnetic Joy-Cons, which sounds kinda underwhelming, but if it was actually a thing, would solve a really common issue, and that's Joy-Con wiggle. I'm sure if your Switch is on the older side, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. The piece that connects the Joy-Con to the Switch gets loose, and a lot of the time will just stop working. If they somehow got MagSafe or some super reliable magnetic connection for these, it would be a huge win for them. This one, to me, is the most necessary. I think they should make the Joy-Con at least 2 times as thick, if not more. I think this could solve a lot of issues, like the feel of them. These don't feel very good when you have super big hands. If you're one of the 3 people who bought the battery pack, I think those feel awesome in the hands, and I imagine if they doubled it, it would be a nice in-between. I think it would also allow them to use much more durable parts, like a better analog stick. Stick drift has been the most common complaint about these controllers. It's so bad Nintendo had to step in and offer to replace and fix them for free. This is an absolute must, and if they only changed one single thing about the next console, it would genuinely have to be this. But there are a bunch of different things I would like to see on the next generation system, even if it's super unlikely. Backwards compatibility feels almost necessary. Like the 3DS with the DS, we gotta be able to play Switch games on it, preferably with some upgraded specs too. I've heard rumors that this thing is gonna be crazy powerful, 4K 60 FPS. I even read Final Fantasy VII Remake was gonna be a launch title. I don't think in any single world Doctor Strange saw that Final Fantasy VII Remake will run on any Nintendo console for the next 10 years. I'm trying to picture it now, and the Switch needs more power, there's no doubt about it. 4K docked would be incredible, but to expect that on the go is just silly. Even the Steam Deck at over $600 can't do 4K 60 FPS on the go for most of its games. My only hope for the next Switch is consistency. If it's 1080 60 or 4K 30, I need it to be consistent at all times. So many games have consistent frame rate issues, and I think it's just unacceptable. I was playing 3D World on my Switch docked, and I was having so many frame drops. This is a port of a 10-year-old Wii U game. I should have no issues with this. Prime 4 has me very optimistic on this front. I don't think it's going to be an exclusive to only next gen, but I think what we've seen is definitely running on it, and it looks really clean. I don't really know where to include this naturally into the video, but I want carts to look like 3DS carts. Make them white, give me the nub, I want this back. Speaking of bringing things back from the 3DS, themes. I don't know how Nintendo got away with not bringing themes to Switch, but I want these back so much. They released so many cool themes on 3DS, and with all the new games they could base them off of, the sky is the limit. Honestly, I think this would be the biggest console seller for a lot of people. I used to not really care about achievement systems at all, but after finishing the Elden Ring Platinum, I've become a really big fan of the system. They don't even have to be anything that crazy, but it would be a really nice addition and give a lot of people reasons to revisit games to get some trophies out of them. In a perfect world, they would release Nintendo GameCube and Wii Online, but the ports sell so well, I don't think that'll ever happen. Maybe they could improve the online servers, but for the most part, I think Nintendo reinvented the wheel with the Switch, and I don't think they need to do it again. Just some upgrades here and there. Knowing Nintendo though, we will get none of this and probably a bigger screen. But hey, if we really do get that keyboard idea, I will give every single person who watches this video $1,000. This is completely real, and if you want to enter